Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Debsy, and place to be, it's Debsy, bloop, bloop, that's me, boop, Debsy. Hey guys, and happy Saturday. I hope everybody is having a wonderful start to the week, and I hope everybody is doing whatever they want to be doing. Listen, I'm finally getting to this. Real Housewives of New York City, this past week's episode. I'm going to tell you, listen, I feel like I got some kind of a condensation on my glasses. Anyways, listen, I'm finally getting to it. I'm going to show you my notes. See at the top what it says? Oh, I hate this shit. If you notice, I feel like my nose is real runny, and I really hope I'm not coming down with something. But my look and my feeling matches how I feel about Real Housewives of New York City right now. I really wish that they would just pull it and like reboot it. But Andy Cohen is so married to this cast and this cast that is never going to happen. He's out there like, I saw this one video where somebody asked him, what is your, who are your favorite rookies for this year on any Housewives? And he was like, Bronwyn and Raquel. Now, I do really love Raquel. I like her a lot. But he's really, really trying to push anytime he can how great RHONY is this year. I'm not feeling it at all. So let's get into this week's episode. So they finally came out and admitted this was a prank. This was the absolute most tone deaf prank that they could have done. But they did it to find out who the Leaky Pigeon was. So I'm thinking like, okay, so Bryn is a liar then. 'Cause she's out here making up stories about confirming a made up story. I don't know. 'Cause she's out here like asking people, I don't know. This is fucked up. I hate this. There's going to be cussing in this. Now, Aaron did tell Raquel about this prank beforehand. So Raquel knew. Sai is absolutely 100% correct. It's very tone deaf because there's actually 3 women in the group who would like to get pregnant. And one who is actively trying to convince her husband to like, hey, let's get pregnant. And that's Jessel. So I thought it was very tone deaf. I thought it was a terrible prank. And this, like I said, this right here is going forward. It's going to make me absolutely question everything that's done on RHONY, but it's going to make me question everything that's done on other Real Housewives cities. Okay, so later on, Bryn and Jessel, they meet up. Bryn had said that she did get her eggs frozen in London. And there was talk about, are you still dating the same guy? And I thought it was like, oh, were they talking about Gideon? But no, Bryn was dating someone and it didn't work out. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, the only women on this show that I'm fully invested in is Raquel and Mel. Those are really the only 2. I'm feeling like they should just do like a standalone show on them. I would watch that. I like them. I really like both of them. So there's 2 meetups going on. In one part of the town, Aaron and Jessel and their mothers and the kids meet up at like some kind of a kids museum or something for a play date. And at the other opposite end of the spectrum, we got Sai, Uba, Raquel, and Bryn getting together at the Museum of Sex. Now, I really wouldn't have guessed that this would happen, that Sai and Bryn and Uba would be meeting up. So, and we found out Jenna got a black eye from dodgeball. I mean, people were like, maybe you shouldn't have worn those sunglasses. Maybe the sunglasses inside protected her. So Bryn tells everybody, hey, listen, me and Aaron and Jessel got together and she told us about this pregnancy. Jessel believed her. I don't know if I did. So Aaron and I went out afterwards for drinks and she told me it was a prank. In fact, Rebecca is pregnant, but the prank part is that she doesn't know who the guy is, who got her pregnant. And meanwhile, on the other side of town, at the other meetup, Aaron's like, no, I didn't tell her that. I didn't tell her. Bryn doesn't know. And I'm going to tell you, Aaron's mom had said, and I don't know if Aaron was like, took it how I took it, but Aaron's mom was like, you basically like, listen, don't start lying and doing these kind of things because then ain't nobody gonna believe you, right? Like, character matters. Don't lie to people because pretty soon they're not gonna believe anything that you say. So I don't know if she took it at that, but and listen, Erin is saying she didn't tell Bryn, but then in her confessional, it sounded to me like she said that she did tell her about the prank, except for the part, I don't know. It sounded to me like she did tell her. And so you're wondering, like, is Bryn really telling the truth? But then there's that flashback of Bryn telling Uba, like before it's even announced that it's a prank, hey, by the way, this is a prank. She really is pregnant, but the prank is about the not knowing who the father is. Raquel in her confessional, she's like, she feels like Aaron is manipulating this situation because Aaron didn't tell her that, hey, listen, Bryn is a part of it. So she went into this whole thing questioning Bryn's character, but now she's questioning Aaron's character. This whole thing backfired because she wanted to see who the Leaky Pigeon was, and she turned out being a Leaky Pigeon herself. And listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. I question anybody's character who's going to be a part of this kind of prank. When you're putting out this kind of a lie, a rumor, I don't know. I think it's shitty. I don't like that because so much can go wrong with this. And like I said, this backfired because this showed, if this is true, then this showed that Aaron's a leaky pigeon too. Aaron might be one of the leakiest pigeons. Okay. Pavitt and Jessel's Zoom therapy. It's from the very beginning of this therapy session, it's obvious to me, Pavitt don't give a shit. Pavitt isn't taking this seriously. And also he's disrespecting. It's very disrespectful of him to sit there with chips and salsa talking or eating while their therapist is trying to do his job and help them out. And here he is sitting there cracking jokes and eating food. Listen, I'm a big fan of using humor to deflect and using humor to get through things. However, this is this man's job, and you're paying actual money to get help, which he don't think, Pavitt, you can tell, he doesn't think he's any part of the problem at all. So he's sitting there he's sitting there, you know, eating and cracking jokes. And then Jessel, you can tell Jessel's uncomfortable, but rather than being like, can you fucking stop this? This is the reason why we're in therapy. Can you put away these chips and dip and take this fucking seriously? Because no, I'm not putting up with this. There's time and a place for humor and food, but it's not now. Let's take this fucking seriously. Papa don't care about how you feel. And then he lets it out that like there is a 1% of him that's like that is open to having kids. So, you know, there's a glimmer of hope for Jessel. So she's like, I'm gonna get my Louboutin in there and we're gonna have a baby. And he says, well, by next year, we'll see about having a kid. I'm gonna tell you right now, I will be super ass surprised if they have another kid. Because for me, when he says we'll see, that means there's no chance in hell. We ain't doing it. Okay, next with Gideon and Bryn. I'm gonna tell you what, I don't know why she isn't with Gideon. Oh, he's so handsome, charming. She says he's a good man. I mean, come on. I thought it was weird. I might be the only person that thought it was weird that she had her ex-fiance over and she's asking him, who never wanted to have kids, if he would donate his sperm to her to create an embryo so she can have a kid. I mean, I understand I understand the reasoning. Like, she wants a man. She wants the father to be someone who's a good man. And he's a good man. So I get that. I just thought it was kind of weird, kind of awkward. I was not expecting the outcome because he was like, yeah, I'm all for it. I would love to be a father. So we shall see. Okay, and lastly, Uba had a picnic in Central Park. I loved this setup. I thought it was adorable and chic. I love those pigeons that were made by the Central Park pigeon lady. I wish I could get one. I actually like them. So they're talking about the setup, the fact that Aaron framed Bryn. So I was talking to Rebecca by text or by chat or whatever. And Rebecca had said to her that only Raquel knew about the prank. So Sai's like, so obviously Raquel didn't even know that Aaron was going to tell you. Bryn says, well, Aaron obviously forgot that she told me about the prank. This isn't the first time. It happened with things that she said to her about Sai, things that she said to Bryn about Jenna. So now you're like, well, who do you believe? Like, who do you believe in this instance? Do you believe Bryn or do you believe Aaron? I don't know. I really don't know because I think they're both I think they're both liars. I don't know that you can trust either one of them. Jenna shows up. They tell her all about, you know, how Aaron framed Bryn, how there was this setup, and everybody's aghast about it. So, and then Aaron shows up, and they're like, "Here comes the pigeon." So, who knows? They did show it's mid-season. Oh, thank God. So they showed the mid-season trailer of like what's going to happen later on. It looks like there might be some hope for the rest of the season. It looks like there's going to be some high drama in this trip to Puerto Rico. We're going to get to see Raquel's mom. So I am interested in seeing how that plays out. I'm very invested in seeing her story. I like Raquel. I like seeing her backstory. I like seeing how it just makes her so human, and I do. So hopefully the rest of the season is going to be better than the start. I'm not going to hold my breath, but so listen, in the comments, let me know what you thought about this week's episode. And You can see how much I thought about it because this is the shortest Housewives video of all time. So with that being said, listen, if nobody told you yet today, you are loved, seen, and heard, please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there in the world so it comes right back at you. Please take care of one another. Also, be aware of your surroundings. Be smart. Hydrate often with water. My water is sitting over there in the form of some green tea with honey and soon to be honey and lemon. It's sitting over there. It's chilling. It's cold by now. It was supposed to be hot. So do that. And also, if you're in a dangerous situation, whether it be weather related or not, or otherwise, please be mindful, be aware, be smart, be safe, and know that Dolly and I are always sending out our love, thoughts, prayers, and all the positive energy that you need to help you push through. So I love you guys. And who knows, I may see you a little bit later, but if not, definitely tomorrow. Yes, definitely tomorrow. I got stuff going on tomorrow, but you will see me tomorrow. Okay, I will see you later. Bye, guys. Have a great weekend. Bye, guys.